Right, let's have 5 or 10 minutes on this, and I'm going to do some brekkie, so I can get uptown, get back in, and then get a stream fired up this afternoon. So let's run Route 3 that I ran the other day. Let's go realistic. I'll tell you what, this screen. God damn. And let's go with. Let's go with that. Yeah, if the internet holds up, as long as my network holds up with this new kit I'm getting. I've ordered a new router, which says it's a gaming router, but then I've also seen another router on Amazon this morning that's made by the same manufacturer as the one I've got, and the one I've got has served me so well over the last God knows how many years. I'm quite tempted to swap it over and go for the Asus one instead, but we'll see. Parking brake off. The aircon on. Destination board. And I can go into drive, not reverse. Let's go. Oh shit, I didn't realise I was still rolling. Are you gonna let me go, are you, cars? Okay, I'll go then. Welcome back, Steam. I mean, even when I'm not streaming, just the fact that I'm sitting here chilling on this now, and I can kind of wind down at night and just go on this. Bit of a game changer, this, you know. This is quality. Let me just check something. Hopefully without killing the stream, but is there... I was wondering if I could increase the volume in the headset. Bear with a minute, you might have a blue screen. No, I don't think there is. Tell you what though, I do need to log into this, seeing as I'm in the pause menu. Do you know what? I'm getting a little bit of slowdown, but it's nothing deal breaking. It's not complete like system freezes or screen freezes, or it looked like it's playing catch up and skipping frames entirely. It's just the occasional little bit of what are you doing crashing into me, arsehole? Slow down, but it's not a deal breaker by any stretch. And it's very rare, very rare. So let's put the parking brake on. Let's go check these suckers in.
Ciao, ich würde gerne ein Ticket kaufen.
Salzburg, right, okay.
Cool. Hat der Bus keinen Gepäckraum?
Oh, hang on, I haven't opened. She's still holding luggage because I'll open these.
Hi, fahren Sie in meine Richtung?
Let's check in.
Sehr freundlich. Grüezi, bin ich hier richtig? Danke sehr.
Hi, fahren Sie in meine Richtung? Ciao.
He's on the list.
Hallo, Sie wollen bestimmt mein Ticket sehen. Auf geht's.
No problem reading any of this here.
Hallo, Sie wollen bestimmt mein Ticket sehen. Auf geht's.
Hello, hier ist mein Ticket. Danke sehr. Mahlzeit, hier ist mein Ticket.
She onto the list, is she?
Menno.
Wrong bus.
Ciao, das Ticket, bitteschön. Ciao.
He wants to buy a ticket.
Servus. Ich müsste noch ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen. Ciao.
Mahlzeit. Bin ich hier richtig? Danke. Hello. Mein Ticket. Vielen Dank.
You're on the wish, you can come in.
Ich müsste noch ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen. Cool. Guten Tag. Ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig cool.
Is that everyone? She's on the wrong bus, isn't she? It's a shame the internet at work's so pants. I could have taken it work on my dinner breaks, but here's what it is.
Ich bekomme keine Verbindung zum WLAN.
Do you know that came up on the screen then? Wi-Fi clearance required. And I thought it was the portal. I thought the portal was having a dicky fit, but it's for the game, Pillock.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot. Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein. Unser Reisetipp fürs Internet? Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes
Is it raining?
und Nachrichten.
God damn, it's raining.
Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein Problem. Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt ihr euer Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr eure nächste Fahrt auch gleich mobil buchen wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App und profitiert von exklusiven Online-Angeboten. Auf flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit. Natürlich wollen wir unseren Service ständig weiter verbessern.
Gibt es hier
Für
keine
Feedback
Heizung?
zu eurer Fahrt nutzt bitte den Fragebogen, den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus. Hello and welcome to Flixbus. We're glad to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today. Before we set off, we would like to share some information about the journey. The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board
Come on.
the bus. Therefore, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey. In the seat pocket in front of you, you will find our information card containing further safety instructions and details of our snacks and beverages. There's a restroom located in the rear boarding area. If you would like to browse the internet free of charge, simply log on to our onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets, which are...
I'll put this thing on charge when I nip out as well.
If you would like to book your next journey while you're on the road, simply download our app onto your smartphone so you can take advantage of our many exclusive online discounts. For more information, simply visit flixbus.com or get in touch with
I
us
thought the
on
battery life on this thing as well was around about 4.5 hours. 4 to 5 hours or thereabouts. But I've seen somebody mention on one of the streams I've watched over the last couple of days, one of the videos I've watched, 9 hours. So unless he's got loads of stuff disabled, like haptics and things, I'm not sure how he's getting that.
We Hope
Oh
you
shit,
have a relaxing
it's red.
journey and enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
Ah, right, okay. In terms of the intensity of the game, I suppose, yeah. But I mean, 4.5 hours, that's more than enough. I wish in a way I'd got a setup here where I could, as well as streaming this live as I'm doing that so now, that I could be recording separately. Like have a tripod set up on my phone and recording separately, so that you could see it running on the portal, and that I could post that up at a later date on YouTube, and then you could compare. But this looks awesome. This is brilliant. This. Oh shit!
Mir wird gleich schlecht.
Misjudged that, didn't I? Don't tell Rogan.
Alle Straßen führen nach Rom, aber diese nicht.
Oh, you can move if you want, please.
Jetzt habe ich meinen Kaffee verschüttet.
I must have hit that curb. Everyone's dead. I'm now driving a bus full of dead bodies to the destination, just to get my payday. Oh, got a tree in the road there as well.
Haben Sie es so eilig?
Oh shit! I readjust my posture. I'm sitting. I think it's because I'm leaning on my sofa. The one thing you can't do on this as well, by the way, isn't the you can't do Netflix on it, can you? Which is a shame. You can only play games. I can't watch Netflix or YouTube on this, can I? Didn't Axel put that to the test? Which is a shame. But who knows? You know, there's room for patches, I suppose, isn't there? Andy, morning, buddy. At least this is a thing as well, isn't it? The ability to be able to actually stream whilst using the portal. That's quite a nice thing to have that I didn't expect to have. I can't remember how long this trip took me last night when I did this one. When using the portal, Andy, the PS5 has to be fully on. So it's fully on, and if I literally lift my head up, my TV is still on. But I've got my head firmly locked down, looking at the portal screen as I'm playing this game and streaming. So the PS5 is essentially still doing all the donkey work, and then it's just it's doing all the donkey work in terms of all the heavy lifting of playing the game and streaming to Twitch. All the PS5 has to do then is kind of remote send or share the game to the portal across my Wi-Fi network. And at the moment, I've tested out a game called Army of Ruin, and then I've switched over to this to give this a quick test. And at the moment, they've both held up very well. So you can put your you can enable a feature on the PS5 so that when it's in rest mode, you can wake your PS5 up from the portal. So if you were away from home and you were in an hotel room, or if you were on a business trip, or if you're at work and you've got absolutely rock solid internet where you were, and you join the Wi-Fi, I've seen people. I've actually seen video examples of people playing their portal while sat in an airport on the Wi-Fi or using their phone as a hotspot, and it's flawless. But you do have to have your PS5 set into rest mode so that you can remote wake it up from where you are. So if you are away from the office, away from home, and you're in the office or hotel or train station, airport, etc., you can power the PlayStation up by pressing the PS button on the portal, and then you can effectively play anything that you've got installed on your PS5. If it's digital, if the game you own is digital, then great. You can play any game that is digital. But if it's a disc-based game that you've got, then the disc you need to be conscious of the fact that the disc needs to be in the disc drive or it won't play. It'll come up with the usual prompt saying please insert disc, as it would on your PlayStation if you tried to do the same if you were sat in front of your PS5. Exactly the same thing. But Sony haven't marketed this as a device to be ideally used outside of your home, so to speak. They've heavily marketed this on a remote device which plays in, on the same network as your PS5, ideally in the home. But there is nothing, as long as you've got good Wi-Fi, good internet and good Wi-Fi, there is nothing stopping you from being able to play this away from home. And I've seen video evidence of it being done. To be fair, before this PS Portal was even thought of, PS Remote Play has always been something that you can do on any good phone or tablet, to be honest, or even laptop. You download the relevant PS Remote Play app, and you can Bluetooth a PS5 controller to your tablet, laptop or phone, and then you can play Remote Play that way. The only problem is that this device is a dedicated device, so it hasn't got any bloatware or anything else or any other processes running in the background as you would have on a laptop or tablet or other possible device. But Remote Play has always been a feature. Let me kill these window wipers because the rain stopped, because I'll keep on squeaking. Because I've seen examples of people that have taken laptops abroad. They've gone to Spain and stayed in a villa, and they've got rock solid internet where they're staying, and they've taken a laptop with a DualSense. And I've seen a guy on YouTube who's turned his PS5 on from his villa in Spain and then played on GTA 5. Whilst he's sunning it up in Spain. There's people that wrote the device off quite early, with the fact that it was reliant on being connected to PS5. But I have seen examples of people that did write it off quite early doors, and then posted a video a month or weeks or a month later where they revised their opinion on it and said, I've actually taken this around my mother's, around my mum's who completely not where my PS5 isn't, and I've joined her Wi-Fi and I've been able to sit there playing on my Portal whilst around my mum's. Go past this clown. I didn't indicate. Naughty. There's another device you can get called a Backbone, which retails for about 99 quid. Was on offer, I think, over Christmas for 69, but full retail price is 99 quid. And it's like a joypad with an elasticated band joining them together, like a joypad splitting off. And you literally sandwich your phone between it and then Bluetooth that again to your phone, and then you can do Remote Play using that as well. But the only thing you're missing out on then is the things like the haptics. With the ergonomics of this being designed essentially exactly the same way that a DualSense controller is, because it's like a DualSense controller has been cut in half and has a screen slapped in the middle. You've got all the haptics and you've got the ergonomics of it being comfortable to hold. Well, that's the other thing I've said to Sharky that I'm looking forward to, is if we have another good summer, that I can sit out in the back garden with like a drink and just chill in the back garden rather than being cooped up in the house where it's humid as hell. Even though it's, this country's, when it's hot, it's terrible anyway, either indoors or out. The humidity's awful in this country. But at least I can slap some shorts on and sit in the garden with a nice cold drink. I've sat on whether to buy one of these for months, and Sharky and Axel have done their best to convince me to buy one, and I said, oh no, I've got no need for one, I've got a Switch, I barely use that out of the dock, blah blah blah. But then the price that I got this for yesterday at work with my staff discount, I was kind of like, do you know what, I'm going to give it a go. It's the kind of thing I can sit here at night when I'm winding down and everybody else is on bed and just have an hour on something. The kind of thing I can, again, play in the garden. And if the opportunity arises, the kind of thing that I can throw in a suitcase and take abroad with me. Pending the Wi-Fi is good, and sit by the pool. So the options are there now, and the price I paid with my discount, it was a no-brainer. Complements the PS5 quite nicely, to be fair. So since I resumed this stream, because I did Army of Ruin and then I've resumed a stream on this, I've been streaming this for 31 minutes whilst I've been doing this trip, and I've only had one instance of slowdown, and I wouldn't say it was in any way affected the gameplay or impacted the gameplay in a massive way. It's ever such a very, very slight stutter. Well, not even that. It's hard to describe. I've just had a bit of frame rate hit then, but that was because the game was auto-saving. Bottom left-hand side, it's showing the game save, and it does stutter when it does that anyway. The only other thing I need to be wary of here is the possibility that the battery might die, because like I say, I've literally taken it out of the box. It's arrived about an hour ago, and I took it straight out of the box, got it connected to the PS5 and fired up a test stream.
Geht's auch etwas langsamer?
So I've not even charged it yet, so whatever the initial juice it's got in it when it comes out of the box is what I'm using. Come on, cars. That's awful. I didn't realise that was the time. I'm on about going uptown. I didn't think it was that late. How do I bring up? Ah, there you go. So it hasn't got the portal hasn't got the touchpad in the middle of the controller like the DualSense has. But this is just to the sides of the thumbsticks. If you touch and hold down on the screen, it's got a little area that is touchscreen on it. The whole thing might be touchscreen actually, but when you hold down just to the side of the sticks, it brings up like a small box that you can interact with, and that's how I brought up this map. So let me just check how far off I am. I'm still quite a way off. I thought it was not far, but we'll crack on with the journey. Oh, jumping the gun here. Not even changed yet. Augie, good morning. Not quite. Not quite.
Okay.
Shut up, Google. Don't know why my phone's talking to me. What's that? Swipe it in from the top right to disconnect the portal when you've done two. Oh, right, okay, cool. Can you swipe in from the top to bring up like any shortcuts in terms of settings as well? Or do you have to go back to the home screen for that? Because if I do press the PS button, obviously that's going to take me and basically mirror my PS5 dashboard, and that's going to change settings for the PS5. But I would assume this would have some kind of dedicated settings, maybe. I know I've seen something like an airplane mode that you can activate. I don't quite understand why you'd want to activate airplane mode, because effectively the thing needs Wi-Fi to run. It's like nothing runs natively on it, does it? Stop rolling, Pillock. It's the same area, right, okay. Thanks, Sharky. One boss on that on Sunday night, Oggy, took me an hour and 6 minutes to beat one boss, and that was for a side quest. It was literally a side quest that I picked up. A conversation that I overheard with two guards, and he gave me he tasked me with finding a squad that they'd sent out that had gone down and not reported back in. So some of them are tough. I thought I was doing alright. I did 3 bosses. The one from the demo and then 2 more after that, and I did them all, and I thought, you know what, I'm holding my own on this, I'm doing alright. But then this other boss that I got on the side quest proper humbled me and put me back in my place. But that's the thing with these games, you know, them kind of games, your Dark Souls games, your Elden Ring games, you don't always beat these bosses. You know, I've known people, I think I tuned into one stream once and somebody was trying to do a boss on, I think it was Lies of P, and they've been at it for 4 hours trying to do one boss. But it's what keeps you going, innit? It's the kind of thing that keep you going, keep you grinding. But yeah, Stellar Blade is a fantastic game, and I got to a point in that again the other night when I did do the boss and then progress further. I mean, I streamed for 3.5 hours, and I only did main story stuff for about 10 minutes of that stream, and that was right at the end as I was going off. The rest of the time I was doing exploration side quests and bulletin board quests. Then I thought to myself, I haven't pushed on with the main story on this game for ages. I need to push on through. And it just, once you kind of get to new areas and see new regions, it just gets better and better. Such a good game. Oh, I've got a police stop coming up, and yeah, I'm sat here, oblivious to what's going on around me out in the outside world, and Amazon could have knocked on with my bloody router for all I know, and I've missed them. I haven't had any notifications on my phone though to say. Normally I get notifications to say that how many stops off they are. Not always, but most of the time I do. Level 1. Is that the one I was doing? The graveyard? Or have you gone a different one? Have you done as far as a different one from the graveyard? Yeah, watch the video. Because obviously I was sitting here like a big kid on Christmas waiting for this to turn up, and I thought, oh, I'm going to watch, see if there's any videos on YouTube of people suggesting games that are ideal to play. And this guy got like a top 5 of games to play, and that was his number 1 game, that Army Ruin. Diablo 2 was second or third, I think. Diablo 4, sorry, was second or third. He'd also got City Skylines in there, and I can't remember the other 2 that he'd got. They've slipped my mind. But yeah, he put that Army Ruin as number 1. Oh, and he put as a honourable mention. He says honourable mention as well. He says, I'm going to say the God of War Ragnarok or Valhalla DLC, whatever it was. That was free. That was a roguelike. Well, that Vampire Survivors, that game is very similar to. That's coming to PlayStation, isn't it? Sometime this summer. That's parking brake on. Then let's take a break. The colours on the screen on this bus, just popping. Absolutely popping. Brilliant. Colour me impressed. Massively impressed. Oh, I need to check these morons, don't I knew you can do that. I knew it was going to do that. If you stood too close to the seat, puts you back in your driving seat. That's 4. Did I do him? I've done him. Not done him. There we go, all 13 present. Which isn't much, is it? Was it about a couple of quid on Xbox anyway, that Vampire Survivors? So hopefully it'll be similar price on PS5. Yeah, and I mean it's all verified, isn't it? It's all legit verified stuff because you were playing the actual game. Whereas a lot of these things that appear on Steam Deck, they have to go through some kind of weird kind of is it verified or suitable for Steam Deck. So it's great having a Steam Deck and all, but things like that when I've read deeper into it kind of put me off. Because I see reviews for games popping up and then they'll go and they'll review the game and then they'll give you a verdict on it running on such a device, and then they'll go, well, but Steam Deck, no, out the question, couldn't get it to go on the Steam Deck. So not everything's guaranteed to work, I don't think, on the Steam Deck, or work flawlessly anyway. Oi! Normally quite courteous and give way. Got a lad at work, you know. Well, he's left now. He's left. He left about a month or so ago. But he's got one of them Asus ROG handheld PC gaming things, and he had loads of issues with it, you know. And they were known issues as well. They were known issues, either whether it being that the sticks, you know, the control sticks breaking, or if you put an SD card in, the unit would actually melt the SD card or break the SD card due to the heat that unit generates, and it's a known issue. And he had about no word of a lie, I think he had about 4 or 5 exchanges on it. And every time I saw him before he left, I used to say, and he'd got a Steam Deck as well, and I said, what do you prefer, your Steam Deck or your Asus? And he says, the Asus by a mile. It's just a shame that there's these issues with it that are very apparent, and they're aware of them, but they've not really offered any kind of resolution for them. And it's a shame because it looked like a really nice piece of kit. The headset I'm using on this as well to stream and listen to the game is the one and the same headset that I use for everything. I've only got one headset and it's wired. That way then I didn't have to worry about wireless compatibility with the different consoles that I got, so it literally just plugs into the control pad or whatever. And I've got that plugged directly into the Portal here. And if I've got one little nitpick now, is that it's not as loud when plugged into the Portal as it is when I'm using it on my PS5 with the DualSense. So that begs the question then, whether the Sony earbuds that they've made for this unit or the Pulse headset would fare better in terms of volume levels. because that's one criticism people have had of this unit is they haven't made it so it's compatible with all Bluetooth headsets or earpods. They've only made it compatible with their own kit. But again, who knows, you know, software patch, and they could free that up, I would imagine. Once they've kind of decided, well, we've made our money now from people that went out and bought the Sony earpods. Let's open up the firmware now and let people use their Apple earpods, Samsung earpods, Bose earpods, whatever. So the stream's still holding up all right. When I stick my head up, it looks all right to me. What a nice little bonus feature that is, though, to be able to stream from it as and when I feel fit or feel like it. As I've said anyway, you know, I don't think, even if I got a little bit of stutter on the actual portal, I don't think that'd come across on the stream, because essentially it's the PS5 still doing the donkey work. So you wouldn't know any difference unless I said so. I think I need to switch over. Because I'm not turning, I'm going straight ahead. I kind of get what you were saying last night as well, because I'd already seen it on YouTube unboxing videos with regards to the fact that you just keep yours in the box rather than need it in a case. I don't think you'd need a case unless you were taking it out of the house on a regular basis. I honestly don't think you'd need a proper case. So if you were literally just using it in the house, the box that it comes in is more than ideal. It's a very nice little box, to be fair. So I think mine will live in that box when I'm not using it. Oh, I did this last night. I did that last night, exactly the same thing. You have to hope there's no cars behind me now. Or they have the decency to stop. Yeah, I did that last night. Exactly the same place. Took my eye off the ball. Pillock. What's the plan tonight, Sharky? Are you feeling Fallout again? Are you too addicted to it? Or are you thinking Sandland? If you're streaming at all, that is. Oh, I can go. I didn't spot that then. Dopey. You're going to play it by ear and see how you feel at the time.
Ich weiß nicht, ob das dem Reifen so gut tut.
As if that little game that I kind of dug out of nowhere has thrown a span in the works. Incredible as well, because I wouldn't have known anything about that game had I not watched that video. Never heard of it until I watched that video, and then I saw it and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go straight on the store now and have a look at that, and if that's cheap and cheerful, I'm picking that up. Regardless of whether it was a purchase I did for the sake of the Portal, or playing on the Portal, I'd have probably grabbed that.
Mein Nagel ist angerissen.
I don't quite know why I've got another yellow line on the map in front of me, because I don't think I've got to go anywhere else after I've done this drop. I think this is the drop now. I think. Really? You're not giving a giveaway? As if? Mother trucker. Is that on PS5 as well then? Spirit Hunters, I'll look that up as well. Is that a similar flavour? It's funny as well, you know, right? Because even though this thing is obviously going to have no problems playing some of the more flashy titles,
Vorher gewusst hätte, wie schnell und günstig Fernbusse sein können.
as well, there is games now that I'm going to look at in a different light. And in the back of my mind, there's always going to be that thing about. Oh, that'd look great on the Portal, or that'd be ideal to play on the Portal when I'm just chilling at night. Always going to factor in. Have you got your luggage, everyone? Yeah, I think you have, haven't you? You've all got it right, you can all naff off. And I suppose you can take screenshots in the normal way. Let me just go to the front of the bus and take a screenshot. So you can just do them as you would normally. Yeah, there you go, done. It's even remembered my settings. The settings are exactly the same. So I've got it set so I only have to press the screenshot button to take a screenshot. But if I want to capture video, I have to hold the button in. Or if I want to stream, I have to hold the button in. Not stream, sorry. If I want to record video or capture video. Let me just complete that job so I get my assessment. I get that big crash, so I'm going to lose points somewhere. Properties damaged. I mean, I didn't lose that many points considering I had that massive crash at the beginning. Almost at the beginning of the journey. I didn't lose that much. So right, I'm going to wrap up there because that has only been a test stream of the Portal. Of streaming whilst playing on the Portal, should I say. A bit longer than I wanted to go on because, like I say, I want to get some breakfast and I possibly want to whip uptown if the weather's all right outside and I feel like I've got enough time. If not, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. There's no harm. It's not as if it's dependent on me going today. But I'm going to throw you all across to Mash Red now, who's streaming some Fallout 4. Going to put you across to him, and I will no doubt catch you all a bit later on in other people's streams or Sharky in your own stream. So thanks for tuning in for this test run on the portal. Absolutely stellar piece of kit this. I'm going to slap the thing on charge whilst I'm cooking or whilst I'm possibly out, and I'll see you all soon. So pop in, say hello to Mass, show him some love, and I'll see you soon.